You've built your app, you've launched it, you've got around about 10 users, mostly from friends and family. This is the part, unfortunately, where most apps die. Here's how to go from 0 to 10,000 users. I recently saw this comment on another channel where this person was saying, yeah, everybody talks about creating an app, but nobody talks about how to actually market and sell it. So this is what I'm going to be covering in today's video. The different methods that you can use to market and sell your app. So strategy number one is cold outreach. So this works best for SaaS products and high ticket apps where each customer is worth real money. So here's the key. When you're doing cold outreach, you don't want to sell your thing on the first message. Your only goal with a cold lead at the start is to get a reply. Once they reply, then you start the conversation. So a bad example could be like, hey man, I just created this app, buy it. How do you think that's going to go? Not very well. Whereas a good cold outreach could be, hey, I noticed that you posted that you were struggling with X, Y, and Z with this particular app. What system are you using right now and how could we improve it or something like that? Do you see the difference here? One is asking something, the other is literally like starting a conversation and building it up from there and adding value. So to do cold outreach, you obviously need to find the leads. So you need to figure out where is your target market hanging out. Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Twitter? Are they in Facebook groups, school groups, small business owners, meetup groups? So what you can do is that we can set up a pipeline. So every day you reach out to 20 people and you can track who replies in a spreadsheet, and you can also follow up with non-responders after 3 days. So if someone engages, that's when you mention your app as a solution to the problem that they're facing that I just explained earlier with the example that I did in regards to cold outreach. This is manual, this is time consuming, but it does work and it is a numbers game, especially when you are starting at 0 users at the complete start and you need the first 20 to 50 people to validate your product idea. The second strategy is building free tools. So this works well for selling literally anything, and it's one of the best ways to get organic and direct traffic, because here's the formula, right? Your free tool needs to be actually free and solve one specific problem only, and it needs to have a smart, memorable name and requires no sign up to be used. The strategy is build, ship, repeat. Don't spend a month perfecting one tool, spend a week building it, launch it, and see if people use it. If they do, make more tools just like it to help build more traffic. If it doesn't work, try a different angle. Free tools work because you're giving a lot of free value before asking for anything, and people do share free useful tools, but they don't share app download links. And this is how I've been marketing my YouTube Summarizer app, where I created a free tool which was the YouTube Transcript app, which I outlined in a video here that I'll put the thumbnail of it over here, telling the story about how I created this free tool in under 12 hours with days 44. Strategy number 3 is affiliate marketing. So this is good for any products that are already working and converting users into paying customers. So before you start any affiliate program, your product must convert first, because if people aren't paying for your app as yet, affiliates aren't going to help that case as well. So you need to fix the product converting first. So when you're ready to start with affiliate marketing, be generous with your commissions. Offer 20 to 30% commissions, because if you're only offering around about 10%, nobody's really going to promote you, as there are other products out there on the market with better commissions. But also you need to have rules with the affiliates in your program as well. So you need to bet affiliates from running branded keywords in your ads, and if somebody searches for your app, that's your traffic that you own. And don't let affiliates steal it and make you pay a commission. And also, when you have affiliates as well, you need to have a 30-day minimum attribution window. So if an affiliate sends a customer who signs up 2 weeks later, the affiliate still gets credit for that. And this is fair, and this makes your program still attractive at the end of the day. Because affiliates are pretty much a sales team that you only pay for when they deliver results. But you need to give them the tools in order to succeed, including the graphics, the sales copy, the demos, the videos, the images, etc. and make it easy for them to promote you and to generate sales for your app. The next strategy is to use a website called Hacker News. This works best for technical products and can drive thousands of users in a day if done correctly, especially if you get upvoted very highly. When you post on Hacker News, you should use the tag ShowHN, because the title should be outcome focused and not feature based. So you focus on the results that your actual app delivers and not just what it is. Keep it tech focused, because Hacker News users really care about how you built it, what tech stack you used, and why it's interesting from an engineering perspective. Never ask votes, never place emojis, because those are the unwritten rules that unfortunately will get your account flagged, and that's happened to me before in the past. And here's the key. You need to be active in the comments when you do post on that website, because when people ask questions or provide feedback, you need to respond thoughtfully, because the algorithm on that website responds well with engagement, and users really appreciate when founders are actually active. Strategy 6 is pragmatic SEO. I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it right or wrong, but who cares anyway. So this is about ranking for hundreds or thousands of long tail keywords automatically. So here's how it works. So you find keywords with low difficulty but decent search volume, and then a tool like Ahrefs can help this. So what you do is you build a web page skeleton, a template that works for various variations, and then they collect the data and then they populate the templates automatically. And then what it does is that it targets specific niches and professions to create multiple pages using the same template with different data. So what you can do is that you can optimize each page for SEO for proper titles, descriptions, and content. And then you get the backlinks by submitting to directories like Product Hunt, which creates links back to your website. This takes time to set up, but once it's running, you're able to rank for hundreds of keywords and getting organic traffic every day with ongoing work. Now, I'm not an expert at pragmatic SEO, so I prefer people to do it for me if I am doing that. So I have done pragmatic SEO on my own before, but I'm not very good at it, so I normally just hand it off to somebody else to do it. The next strategy, and this is a big one, is paid advertising, because this works for everything when you do it right, and it can turn your business into a positive cash flow machine. Because you only need two types of campaigns: a cold traffic campaign to target people who have never heard of you before, and warm traffic campaigns to retarget people who have visited your site but didn't sign up, didn't purchase, or anything else. The platforms that matter the most in 2026 are Meta, YouTube, Google, TikTok, and Instagram. Those are like the 5 biggest websites with the most traffic being pushed out to ads these days. Because here's the rookie mistake. Running ads without knowing your conversion rate is a big mistake, because if your app converts at 2% of visitors from cold traffic and you're paying $2 a click from cold ads, you're going to spend $100 to get one user. Is that one user worth $100 to you? If yes, then the ads are going to work. If not, fix your conversions first. So what you can do is you can start with a $500 budget, run ads for around about a week, measure what it costs to acquire a customer. If the math works and you're profitable, scale up. If it doesn't, either improve your conversion rate, try a different channel, or maybe change your funnel pricing for your app. The next strategy we can do is build a personal brand. Now this requires a lot of time, investment, and energy, but it creates an audience that trusts you. Because the platforms where you can do this are YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok if that suits you. But you want to create your personal brand based off where your audience hangs out. And what you want to do is that you want to start posting consistently, ideally one video a week if you're on YouTube, and start sharing your building journey. Show the behind the scenes of your app and give away valuable advice for free. And eventually your audience becomes your user base. But the catch is, when you're building a personal brand, it takes months and years, and it's a lot of work. So don't expect a lot of results and just starting out in 30 days, but you're going to be in it for the long term, because your personal brand eventually becomes the best acquisition channel for users, because the traffic is free and the trust is built. And you can also go live on YouTube and TikTok, especially if you have a channel with active subscribers. Yes, even if you only have 50 to 100 people on your YouTube channel, this especially works well for developer tools and B2C apps. Going live builds trust. People see you as a real person, and they can ask you questions and they can get real answers in real time, and it does humanize you and show that you're a real person and not just AI, especially in this day and age in 2026. And you can also do live product demos when you're live as well, where you can add in real features in real time, or live Q&A sessions where you can answer people's questions about your app live as well. So the barrier to entry is low. You just hit go live, and there's no fancy equipment needed. You can just use your webcam on your laptop, and YouTube will promote that live content, and you'll get more reach than regular videos. And the last strategy is submitting your app to directories. So some of them are free, some of them cost money, but they all provide value. So the main ones include Product Hunt, TinyLaunch, Futurepedia, and there's an AI for that. I wouldn't recommend Reddit, because if you self-promote on Reddit, it's very easy to get banned. So with these directories like in Product Hunt, you get immediate traffic on launch, especially with helping out in regards to backlinks with SEO, and also potential newsletter featurings as well. And also a badge that you can put on your website or app if you launch there successfully. Product Hunt as well can help drive hundreds of thousands of visitors to your website or app, especially if you rank well. But you really do need to prepare, as you need to have an audience on that website as well, and be ready to upvote and engage on that platform. Don't just submit your app on and disappear, because you need to treat it like a crowdfunding campaign where you do need to interact with the users on there as they vote your app being launched on there. So you just learned about all these different strategies that I've outlined in today's video. Now what should you do? Don't try all of them at once, because what's going to end up happening is that you're going to burn out and then not do well on any of these methods. So here's what I recommend. Pick 3 strategies that match your app and skills. So if you're good at writing, do cold outreach, SEO, and submit to directories. If you're good on camera, you can create a YouTube personal brand. I know it's a lot of work at the start, but you can do it. You can go live on YouTube as well, and you can also run video ads on Meta and YouTube as well. If you have a budget, you can do paid ads, you can do affiliates and directory launches if you have the budget for that as well. Commit to these 3 for 30 days, track what's working and not working, and double down on what's getting you users and paying users. Kill what doesn't work after 30 days and replace it with a new strategy. Because getting to around about 10,000 users isn't about doing everything. It's about finding that the 2 or 3 channels that are working really well for your app idea and that work for your specific app and product, and going at them hard for what's working. Because the bottom line is this, is that your app isn't going to grow by itself. Pick 3 strategies from this list, commit to them for a month, and see what sticks, to see what works and what doesn't work. So those are the strategies that I've outlined today in order to get users for your app. Now, if you need any help in regards to creating and developing your app, this is where I come in. So if you need help bringing your app to life in the shortest amount of time possible, I can help you out with that. What I can invite you to do is to click on the link below to book in a free call for me to discuss how I can personally help you design and develop your app, whether we're going to use an AI app builder or full-scale custom app development for your app. I can help you decide and choose and design and develop your app for that. So thank you for watching today's video. Smash the like button if this video has helped you a lot. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.